How you doing, people? This is Cuzzo Capizello, and normally my video, what do you call that there? You know, my section is called the Bridgeport Rant. Alright? Now, we all know that Bridgeport sucks, and I still haven't really gotten to much of it yet, but I plan to, alright? I cannot stand the fucking heat. I can't stand when it's hot. Lately, it's been real nice. I'm going outside and I've been getting some material. But I've been doing some fucking reading too. And that is the reason that brings me here before you now. Alright? What I want to bring to your attention is, you know, a lot of us, especially men, but women too, wish that we had, well, I'm not going to speak for everybody. I'm going to speak for myself at one point and for some of you. A lot of us wish that we were able to not have any form of a conscience. That we were able to, you know, do different types of acts, say certain things, break up relationships, handle bosses or jobs or teachers or whatever. Situations with people that, you know, you might normally be under their power or duress. You know, you wish that you can get away with saying or doing any fucking thing you want to these people without any form of a fucking conscience. Alright? Now, basically, to do that, it's a fucking art form in my mind, but basically there's a psychological term for it as well, and that would be a sociopath. Now, a lot of criminals are described as sociopaths because they just go right ahead and do whatever the hell that they want to do, or whatever it might take, a robbery, whatever, you know, dumb things that I wouldn't do, that type of stuff. And during the process of that, they have absolutely no conscience whatsoever. And there's a book that I'm reading by a PhD doctor by the name of Martha Stout, alright? And it's called The Sociopath Next Door, alright? Boy, for $10 from, what the hell do you call the book thing on here? Amazon Books. This is the book right here. There's my little bookmarker in there. And this is it. It's called The Sociopath Next Door. This is a good shot of the fucking book. And it's a short book, and it's an easy reading book, and it explains, you know, what to look for to identify a sociopath, and, you know, what they are and why they are and that kind of thing. But the reason I'm reading the book is for the complete opposite. I like to know, it's like a training for me. You know, when I could pull it out and use it, you know, out of my back pocket, lack of conscience, I'd like to be able to do that. You know, and one of the books that I've already read, and, you know, you would think, come on, man, you're getting sick. How could this be good? But this is a book written by a guy named Robert D. Hare, who is also a doctor. He's a psychiatrist, a psychologist, you know, the whole shebang. Comes from Canada, and he wrote a book all about called Without Conscience. But this book is basically about psychopaths. And this is the book here. It's called Without Conscience. Now, there's another little video on the YouTube here by some cat from England. You know, man, who's like, yeah, man, really groovy with a lot of hair and a fucking pot smoker. And, you know, man, everything should be righteous, man. We need a conscience. Oh, man, that's a bummer. Fuck all that shit. I say we need a conscience when we need a conscience. You need a conscience. I need a conscience. We all do, when it's going to tell you that what you're doing is right or wrong, give or take. You know what I mean? You want to know, you got to have this little internal thermometer inside of you that's going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. Other than that, I read another book, and this one's a sick fucking book, but it's called the Satanic Bible. And it doesn't really have very much to do with the devil. It has to do with living your life the way you want to live it, and not giving a fuck about who says what, as long as it's not affecting somebody's privacy, you know, somebody's well-being and all this other shit. But you know, it's that type of a book, and the book itself doesn't really teach you how to be a psychopath, but it teaches you what to look for and what they are and what they're about and so on and so forth. And it also teaches me how to pull that out of my fucking back pocket when I need it. There might be a situation in a breakup like I'm going through now, or a job or something, you know, a job you're not really fucking digging anyway, and the boss gets in on you and starts some shit, and you can do something or say something to this guy, not going to give examples, that's not going to leave you with a conscience to when you walk out the door you say, oh man, that was kind of messed up, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Fuck that. You want to have no fucking guilt when it's time to have no guilt. You want to be able to have that internal thermometer go off when it's time to feel some fucking guilt. You know what I mean? No reason at all. You're in the fucking kitchen, you're waiting at the microwave or something, heating up a fucking cup of water or some shit for a cup of coffee. I don't know. You see your mother take off her fucking rings and wash her hands, right? Dry them, put the fucking rings back on, but she leaves one there. Now this is your mother. She leaves one of her rings here and walks away. Now, like an asshole, you know, a lot of guys that are fucking dope fiends or dudes on drugs will take the fucking ring. Oh, man, maybe, you know what I mean? Now, even a guy like that might later on say, oh, man, I wonder if she fucking knows about this shit. You know what I mean? Am I going to be in trouble? Or you might have no conscience at all, not even think about it, and just say, fuck it, I didn't do nothing. I didn't touch that thing. I don't know what you're talking about. In that case, I don't know. My conscience would have told me beforehand not to take that ring. I'm talking about not having a conscience in certain situations that are much, much, much more on a lighter scale. You know what I'm saying? Alright. And with that note, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to read the rest of these books, and then I'm going to give you a little fucking, maybe a little series of videos describing what I learned and how it's been working, if I used it at all or whatever. And that's about it. So, you know, other than that, I think I'm going to fucking lay back. It's a Sunday. I don't know. I don't feel like going nowhere. And just going to chill out, man. I'm in the house by myself. Things ain't, you know, there ain't nothing going on. I'm just going to relax. Alright, everybody? So, peace out, take care, and maybe I'll do a video later on and I'll fucking rant about my fucking yummy dummy fucking city. Alright? I'll see you later. Ciao, ciao.